let's get it going. Alright, there's the button. There it is. Hi. Welcome back to Lazy Sunday Gaming, Lazy Sunday Gamers. It's been a while. We're here at my paint desk. I'm Corey, and let's get going, huh? Alright. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do today. I haven't been at this desk in a while, so welcome back. We got some. Let's see if that's in focus there. We got some little metal minis I've been finagling about. They were gifts from the Ice King. I'm trying to get those glued down, but they're not loving me too much. I don't know that I want to struggle through these minis on camera. That's an off-camera thing. You guys don't need the tears. You can tell I haven't painted in a while because my wet palette looks atrocious. Like someone took like a big bite out of there. Yeah. Let's see. We can turn this camera on. Let's see. I remember the buttons here. Boop. 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 There it is. And if I wanted to, there's my face. Hey, how's it going? And if you want to see otherwise, there's my back. We're gonna start using that camera from now on. It's a really ugly 2000s camera, but you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So I got my brand new paints over here. Over here, some Mythic Americas. It's a cool tabletop game we found at PAX. There's gonna be a video about that. Here's my little control panel. It's camera 2's over here, the main overhead camera. Painter. Let's go back. Okay. What are we gonna do today? Who do we got in here? Is it just me and you for now, Evan? Anybody else here? Cool. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Thought so. Stream's being a little bit of a pain in the ass. Oy. Okay. Sorry, the software is not letting me write messages or see the messages, so I'm just going to do that. There we go. Alright. You know what? I think the work for the day is going to be this boy. The grand plan for my December streams that never happened was to do a stream on this guy. This is Butcher Claws. He's a variant of the Butcher model. Again, just like these metal minis sent to me by Ice King. Thank you again, Sir Ice King. Yeah. I think this is what we're going to work on today. I was supposed to work on this all December. Kind of rambling. I'm not used to being on camera. It's been a whole month. It really throws you off. But we were supposed to paint him in December. That was the plan. We were going to do weekly streams, and then the holidays are hard. So, to celebrate, we're going to try to do them tonight. See how much we can get done. And of course, we're going to do it in Corey's super slow way of painting. Now, I think I'm going to start off with either this Pro Acro Mahogany Or do I go burnt red? Is the burnt red dark enough? I don't know. This flesh tone's also kind of dark. Realistically, we'd layer up something like that. That might be a jump. What other reds do we have? Luckily, I've inherited a whole bunch of new cool pro acryl paints. It's a gift from my mother-in-law because she loves me. Do we go bold pyrite red? Which one says Santa Claus to you guys? That one's got a little orange in it. I think we go Lethal Shadows. Carmine red, I think, is the way to go with this one. Riveting conversations, Corey. Yes, Corey. Great work. Yeah, we're gonna take our time. It's gonna be a late night. Everybody settle in, buckle up, and get lazy. How'd that sound, Evan? Get lazy? I'm gonna turn off my face camera for just a little bit. Makes it a little less awkward for everybody. If anyone comes in, I'll turn it back on. We can talk face to face. Until then. In case you're wondering, yes, I did pin this model down to a piece of cork. That cork is attached to exactly what you think, a hockey puck. I like really weird handles. This one is no stranger to that, but it helps me hold it up. If you could just stay in place. Let's repin them a little bit. Even the pin's a little weird. This one I'm kind of proud of. If you look at it, that is a drill bit that broke inside of him while trying to pin him. There we go. Nice and tight there, Mr. Butcher. Oh man, there's so much going on here. It's gonna be great. Okay, let's get going. Ooh. Wonder how much you can hear me breathe in this mic. It's gonna be great. Sorry for the dead air, everybody. I was doing a little posting on Instagram. See if we get anybody in the chat. If not, whatever. Mainly just painting tonight for fun. Nothing to worry about here. Boy. Alright, back on it. Let's go. Hey, I'm just loving this camera. Okay. Let's start off with the mahogany. I also got some cool new brushes over the break. This is new brand that I'm working with. You can't really see their name there. The problem is it's just so glary. But Huge Miniatures is a brand we're doing a little bit of work with. Mainly me. We're going to test out some of their stuff tonight. Really excited to test their brushes out. They're a small company all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. And we met them at PAX Unplugged. It's a very mom and pop situation. And by mom and pop, I mean it's a guy about my age who started the entire company by himself. And by himself, of course, I mean with his wife. Him and his wife started a company they were building from basing materials. They started making like basing materials. I believe we talked about it. The basing material he started off with was like Japanese roses, like not roses, cherry blossoms. They started off painting with cherry blossoms, like they made cherry blossoms for your bases. And that got popular. They worked up from cherry blossoms to different basing materials. They made a basing. Oh, that's my head. Oh, sorry, everybody. Okay. But they started off with cherry blossoms, then worked their way up to other basing materials. Got really good at basing, and then worked their way all the way up to paints. Now they sell their own paints. It's pretty wild the way they got up there. It's really kind of ballsy to see a painting company that's that independent. To me, it's honestly wildly unheard of. Just so we can talk about it. Again, it's mahogany brown. I know what you're thinking. Santa's cape is red. Yeah, no. Corey's me. I like to base coat in a darker color. And then layer my way all the way up. It's absolutely labor intensive, but watching the highlights start to pop as you build it, it's just enjoyable to me. I think there's people out there who like painting faster, and that's their shtick. For me, I've always been a process person. That's why I specifically shoot film instead of digital when taking pictures. It has nothing to do with one looking better than the other. It has everything to do with the process of it. Helps me really slow down and appreciate the workflow. As far as I could tell, this huge miniatures #2 brush is pretty phenomenal. The point is holding up great right off the bat. It's really just letting the paint flow. I'm also absolutely loving using this hockey puck. It's the first hockey puck handle I've made. And man, my grip has never felt better. Never felt better. A little sloppy there, but whatever, it's a base coat. So we're going to start off in mahogany. We're going to work our way up through some of this Paraline Violet from Lethal Shadows. Hey, if you're watching this, and probably after the fact, have you ever heard of Lethal Shadows? Like, nobody's heard of Huge Minis, and if they have, like, they've heard from, like, their Kickstarter. And, like, I even had this conversation with a couple people. Lethal Shadows was at PAX Unplugged, and they were huge. They were just a gigantic booth. But nobody I know has really heard of them, with the exception of, like, a handful of people who bought minis from them, and that's about it. But they were, like, one of the biggest booths at PAX Unplugged. That's a little thicker than I'd like, but we're gonna live with it. We're still at the beginning, guys. not gonna lie. This is a messy base coat. And that's my head. Alright. It is a messy base coat today, but not like I'm painting for competition. Probably not even painting for tabletop, considering when am I ever going to play Butcher again? So at this point, doing something weird and irrational. Today we're just painting for me. Because it's the holidays, everybody. Butcher Claus just wants you to be happy. Whether your paints are streaky or your rolls are lows. Not exactly impressing anybody. Not exactly fucking trying to. Hello, viewers. If you're just getting here, taking a stab at Butcher Claus by Privateer Press. He was released, I believe, in 2019 as like an alternate model, because Privateer Press, and I think Steamforged Games still kind of does it. They release Christmas models every year. And thought it'd be funny to make the craziest character in all of War Machine into a Santa Claus variant. And man, I'm fucking glad they did. I've wanted this model for so long, and Ice King came through for me. I can't see a world where we finish this tonight, so I'll probably try to paint this as many times as I can this week. Maybe we'll have like a holiday week stream. Gotta put something on the channel. We're on kind of a content freeze till January, so we can backlog as much stuff as possible. Working on a really badass battle report with Mob from Mob Hammer. It's gonna be sick, but it's taking us a minute to edit it, so we're gonna take the time it takes to get it done, to get it out to you guys. In the meantime, I'm gonna stream as much as I can. Who do we got? Say hello. Oh, that went quick. Alright. Biggest concern right now ultimately comes down to, did I go dark enough with this mahogany? I thought it was going to be like dark brown. Again, I'm on like the first coat still technically, so by second coat we'll know. But brown's certainly not red, so at the end of the day I think we're okay. I did make the mistake of using a white, just keeping it with a white light primer. This model definitely needs like a nice dark black primer. For one reason, to help me get these tones starting dark. Two, what's that? Sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's bits of his cloak I'm missing. Can't tell if there's cloak in there or not. Anyways, two, for when I inevitably miss a bit, at least it'll look black, like it's in shadow. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear me over the music. I'm speaking pretty quietly tonight. I'll turn the music down a little bit. Huge minis. If you watch the stream after the fact, this brush is phenomenal. For those at home, it's a vegan sable brush, which sounds so wrong, but it's working pretty well. I'm also not a brush snob, so like, there's a chance it's just making me happy, but I'm okay with that. Really trying to get in those nooks and crannies, which with the stitching is really tough, man. Santa Claus's brown jacket. Yeehaw. There's always like one really hard spot to even conceptualize getting. How do I get in there? Right there. Right there. His jacket continues up. Right there. It's really kind of screwing me right now. Seems so easy. All right. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's figure it out. upside down? Is it upside down? Is that the answer? Kind of a shitty spot for closing your eyes and stabbing. Welcome back to it. Man. Does anything flow quite like Pro Acryl paint? It's just flowing off the brush. Feeling absolutely spoiled. Absolutely spoiled. There's the dark brown we wanted. Ooh, yeah. I'm just gonna turn my mic off for a little bit. Enjoy the vibes. Anybody watching along, if you have any questions, shoot me a question. I'll turn my mic back on and we'll talk. But until then, I'm just gonna chill out and paint. This cloak got the best of me a little bit. I'm kind of mad about that. You can't really see it from that angle, but kind of painted on his gauntlet. Gauntlet's going to be a different color red. Does it really matter? No. But I think the interesting thing we're going to have to think about here is if his jacket's red, because it's Santa Claus red, what's the difference between Kador red and Santa Claus red? As we paint this week, that's going to be the interesting point we're going to have to prove that we can paint two different shades of red and make it look interesting. Let's get back to it. Okay. This pen's coming off a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, almost forgot this little crotch detail. That would have been something. Now here's the other struggle I'm having today. Isn't this great? So I'm using my wet palette, you know, as per usual. It's a little gross, but because the light above me that I use, here's this. Because the light up here, you can't see it. Big hot light above my head, because it's baking on me. This light's baking so hot it literally is drying my paints out, even though it's on a wet palette. So thank God for wet palettes for helping me as much as it's helping me right now, but if it weren't for that, I'd be burning through my paints. And so you say, Corey, why don't you use LED lights? Because I don't want to. What size brushes do you guys use when you base? This is a 2. I do feel like I could go bigger. I have like a 3 and a 4 somewhere. Usually I use a 1 for absolutely everything. If I had to have one brush, it'd be a 1 with a nice fine point. I'm using a 2 today. That's what Huge Minis provided me in this kit. And it's working great. But I do wonder if I should go bigger. If you base with a bigger brush, you do your base coats with a fatter brush, let me know. It's really kind of interesting seeing the things we have to unlearn as mini painters as we go on. When I first started, all I would use is a tiny little brush. You kind of learn to use the fatter brushes. Then you kind of learn that there's really not a huge difference. It's just the point size that matters. I'm a fat brush guy. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm currently working this paint a little too much and stripping my own work off. So I gotta chill, bro. I haven't talked on camera in a long time. This whole week's just gonna be a warm-up back to being on camera. It's gonna be great. Is that music playing or is it just me talking? That's cool. There it is. Alright. If you're looking forward to some of our videos, if you pay attention to our channel, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but we're working on Battle Report. I've got a painting video. I'm painting Deuce that I did for the Battle Report. That one kind of is a story video where we're going to talk about the troubles I had painting them and how long it took me to actually get them done, all leading up to me putting them into competition at PAX Unplugged, which was my first painting competition. No, I didn't win anything. A little bit spoilers, but it's definitely worth doing. It's nice to push yourself that hard. It's kind of why I'm being relaxed about this paint job, because I pushed myself on that one. This one is for fun. Anyways, yeah. So, battle report, the Deuce video, which we're kicking around ideas for like naming segments. Right now, I think my painting videos part of the channel, which is like my little baby part, we're gonna call watching paint dry. It's funny. I've used it a lot on here. It's nothing new. I think it just might be a little more official now. Like that's the name of the segments, watching paint dry with Corey. That's why this is now labeled watching paint dry live. We like to be a little cheeky here. At what point do I just take this arm off? Ha! Some people seem to have issues watching the stream. So, big hiccup that I keep doing on this one is that I'm definitely overworking some of this paint. And by that I mean, I'll lay it down, and before it can dry, I'll just keep trying to move it. And that's kind of a no-no. Because when you try to move it, it kind of just rips it up. And that fucking sucks. Hey. Alright. We're also excited to talk about, we're going to be making Evian videos. If you've ever heard of the game Evian, They were at PAX Unplugged, but we knew about them for a while. So Evian, we're working on those videos too, and I'm really excited about that game. And we're gonna be like kind of on the ground floor of building that community. Evian is like the middle ground between Magic the Gathering and wargaming, and kind of D&D, and kind of like tile laying games. We're gonna be doing battle reports for that and like how to play that. Evian, basically, you have a board. It's a bunch of tiles, and you have your own hero, and everything you do is based off of playing resources to play cards, so that you can attack or do different effects off those resources and those cards. And the game comes with pre-built characters and pre-built heroes and scenarios for you, but it does allow you, if you have enough cards, to build your own heroes and use your own characters and your own minis. So we'll be doing some like hero building on here. We'll be doing some hero painting. I've already painted one on one stream just for fun. And we'll be doing that. It's probably going to resemble more where we aim to hit like play on tabletop with our battle reports. The Evian videos are going to feel closer to wargaming with a hint of command zone. So keep an eye out for Evian. Check it out. Get yourself acquainted with it in the meantime, and get excited when we get some content out for it. Evan's pretty excited for it. I'm pretty stoked for it. We've played it a bunch. I think we're getting there. I've done so many layers of this brown that I'm probably just spinning my wheels right now. But every time I do a layer, I find another spot that I haven't done yet. Just now realizing that I said that maybe I could paint this all week, and on Tuesday and New Year's Eve. Will I be streaming on New Year's Eve? Man, ooh, maybe. This one spot's gonna haunt me this entire night. Gotta be an easy way to get paint in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry guys, it looks like my laptop's dying, but Should have been plugged in the whole time, so I'm not sure what that's about. If I cut out, it's been great painting with you. It's nice to be back. I'll shake out all these awkward hijinks as we go. Just gonna slobber this paint in there. I swear I'm not this bad at it. Oy. Should probably censor this. Oy. Why? Why? So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with my laptop. It seems to be freaking out. The battery's low. It doesn't like charging at the moment, so we're gonna keep going until it blacks out. If I cut out, again, nice painting with you. Let's see how far we get. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. My laptop is dying. It won't keep charging. So frustratingly, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you for painting with me today. I'll probably be up again this week. We're gonna try to get Butcher Claws done by the end of the week. Yeah. Didn't get it done in December. Maybe we'll get it done in January. Anyways, I'm rambling. Getting used to talking on camera again. Thank you, Lazy Sunday gamers. This has been a lazy Sunday. These are none of the things I say. Thank you, Lazy Sunday gamers. I'll see you really soon.